Hollywood needs no introduction, with its long and infamous history. But over a century ago, the West was still wild, and one of its oldest secrets remains here in the Cahuenga Pass.
The Cahuenga Pass essentially was a shortcut. Really, cart traffic in the old California era from Los Angeles, when actually the predominant industry there was winemaking, but they would have to, all the heavy cart traffic would have to follow the Los Angeles River around the mountain. In the early parts of Los Angeles after the Civil War, LA was full of thieves, and the Cahuenga Pass was a very dangerous place. People wouldn't usually want to go through it alone. There was a man named Tiburcio Vasquez who actually got a reputation for, he was a thief, but really he was also the basis of Zorro, because he was a California hero fighting the United States occupation. So he was actually robbing and stealing from the Americans, and sort of like Robin Hood helping the indigenous Mexican people here.
Gold was apparently stolen and on its way to help the Mexican resistance led by President Benito Juarez. They fought for independence from the Archduke Maximilian, who was appointed emperor by Napoleon. Some say the gold was buried in 6 locations in the Cahuenga Pass, which is now home to the Hollywood Freeway.
It's about the point where the 8 Mile House was, just about at the summit here. In fact, it was probably right on top of what now is the freeway. So this is where Etchepare was the tavern keeper, and this is where the treasurer, the guy spent the night and figured, hey, he's not going to make it into LA, so he came out and buried his treasure in 6 parcels right around here.
Some say the treasure is cursed because so many people who've searched for it have died. Despite this, it seems there will always be someone to keep the legend alive.
Now, Horace Bell says it's opposite the Hollywood Bowl, which is what we are. The Hollywood Bowl is right over there, Daisy Dell, Bolton Canyon. And this is probably pretty much the area because there's a lot of canyons in here, and he could probably come into any one of these areas and bury any treasure around here. The canyon was a little narrower. They pulled out tons and tons of dirt to make this freeway in 1940, and it's a different place. I don't know how you would ever, where you would ever dig. You couldn't, there's never not a stream of cars on this. It's just, to try to dig under here is absolutely impossible. There's just nothing you can do. You got your water mains. That's another thing that makes me wonder if there really is treasure, just because of all the city facilities and all the work that has gone on over the years. There's been a lot of digging just for the major projects that we've got here with parking lots and what have you, the freeway. And no one's ever in the process of major digging ever turned up anything. Now, of course, maybe a bulldozer could take a big lift full of dirt and the treasure be in it, no one knows. But there's just no way anybody's ever going to find any treasure here.